Hello children, welcome back to Varira German classes. Here you can find series of videos covering the German CBSE and IB syllabus from classes 6 to 12 as well as German language certification courses. Today we are going to deal with 9th class German. The first topic of half yearly examination is Feste Präpositionen. We are going to read first of all the rule page, which is very important for everyone to know. So if you can see, there are 6 points here as rule page, which if gone through very carefully and kept in mind, you will have no problem in doing all the exercises based on the Feste Präpositionen. Now first of all, we want to know what exactly means the word Feste Präposition. In English, we call them as fixed prepositions. Fixed prepositions. What do I mean by that? In German language, the verbs, certain verbs have very fixed prepositions. Without those prepositions, we cannot use the verbs. And the examples of them are given here. First, let us go through all the rules first. There are a lot of verbs that form close relationship with certain prepositions. Number 1. What he says, lot of verbs that form a close relationship. So please ponder over the word relationship. Close relationship. The prepositions become a fixed part of the verb phrase. They become the fixed part of the verb phrase. Wherever I am highlighting, you have to ponder over that point only. The third point is that these prepositional verbs take on a meaning of their own. Prepositional verbs. Now such verbs are now known as prepositional verb. The preposition is not necessary the one you would expect. For example, warten auf. You see warten. What is the meaning of warten? Warten is to wait. So let us compare this to wait with that of in English. How we use the preposition with this verb warten. In English we say wait, and if I want to say that I am waiting for you, I will say I am waiting for you. Now you see, for waiting I am using verb for, but in German we have the fixed preposition for in the place of for. If I want to say in German that I am waiting for you, I will say ich warte. Of course, warten will be conjugated with the ich, and auf will be used in place of for. So, auf dich. Now, sometimes it is like boon, that I need not to worry about the preposition as I used to be worried about when I was learning French, as tut mir leid, English. When I was learning English, we had lot of problems in 5th, 6th, 7th class when we used to make a lot of mistakes in prepositions in English. But in German we have fixed preposition for them. So guys, if you will learn all these fixed prepositions, you will only require the subject and the object, and rest warten is with you, auf is with you, and you can easily make the sentences. So making the sentence with the fixed preposition is very easy. and we are going to erase this because it is creating here a lot of chaos. To go further, example here. Now, warten auf, it is accusative, and simultaneously we have to keep in mind warten is a accusative verb as well as preposition. Wait for, not warten für. Guys, you see here, normally we say I am waiting for you. So here for in German is für. So we should normally, if somebody doesn't know it properly, we should normally write ich. Es tut mir leid, I'm erasing this. Ich warte für dich. But we don't put für here because warten has a fixed preposition auf. That is why we say ich warte auf dich. This is the beauty of fixed preposition. Warten has very fixed preposition. It doesn't require für. Is that clear? We will write here ich warte auf dich. Similarly, there are umpteenth number of the verbs which have the fixed prepositions. Another example is denken. I'm waiting for you. If I say I am waiting for you, we can use any tense of English, or I wait for you. How should we write if we think to translate this directly to German? So normally students misunderstand. They say ich warte für dich, because their reason is that ma'am, für means for, but no, we have fixed preposition as auf. So ich warte auf dich. I hope it is now justifiable. Now it is justified that they are fixed part of the verb phrase. Now the verb with fixed preposition makes the phrase. It is no more verb, it is known as phrase. Now what exactly is phrase? The definition of phrase is that when combined, when phrase is a group of words which actually has no literal meaning, but it is meant, it gives meaning in a collective manner. So same, warten auf becomes the phrase. It is also known as, I like this word, verb phrase. So next point, preposition defines the case, accusative or dative. Now see warten auf, for example, if we see this is accusative phrase because auf is accusative. In German we say accusative, in English we say accusative. So preposition defines the accusative case. What do I mean by that? We have done in our earlier classes that there are fixed prepositions. I gave you the formula earlier. Von, zu, snam, bag. If you will keep this formula, you will never forget 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 fixed dative prepositions. S for seit, N for nach, A for aus, M for mit, B for bei, A for ab, G for gegenüber. And their meaning you might be aware, it gives the sound of meaning of from or of. Zu means to, and seit means since. Nach means, it has many meanings. After, it depicts direction, and it also gives the meaning of towards. And aus means from. Again, now there is difference between aus and von that we will discuss in other slides. Mit means with. Now mit and by also are having synonymal meanings, but there is again the hairline difference between them. By means in Hindi it is ke yahan. If we say I am with my auntie, ich bin bei meiner Tante. Ab means from. Now this from has different meaning. Ab heute, from today. Ab morgen, from tomorrow. And gegenüber is आमने सामने या across. Prepositions with variable case. The prepositions have to be learnt with a case. Variable case means denken an accusative, teilnehmen an dative. Denken an, this preposition makes it accusative, and teilnehmen an makes it dative. These kind of prepositions are known as the prepositions with variable case. Learning what we got, learn the phrase as a whole. Now we have to learn this phrase as a whole. Now the problem with the students is that, ma'am, how to learn? This is a task for us. Now how you are going to learn this? Although I have created a lot of audios for that, I will be sending audios also in the next slide or next video, but you have simply to learn this simply auswendig lernen, I will say. First of all the phrases. What are the phrases? Phrases are verb plus preposition. They make the phrases. Simply auswendig lernen. What is auswendig lernen? In Hindi we say कंठस्थ, रट्टा मारना है. Denken an, glauben an, leiden an, schreiben an, sich erinnern an, sich gewöhnen an, sich richten an, sich wenden an, sterben an, stören an, teilnehmen an. Now denken an means, I'm going to give the meanings of all. Denken an means to think. For example, I want to say, I'm thinking of my mother. It is ish, and mother, mutter. आपको बस ये दो चीज़ें दिमाग में रखनी है, आप सेंटेंस बना पाओगे. आई एम थिंकिंग ऑफ माई मदर, तो ऑफ के लिए आप ऑफ जर्मन वाला कुछ टेंशन की ज़रूरत नहीं है, आपको अन लगाना है बस. तो डेंकन लगाना है, आप लिखोगे इश डेंका एस्टूट में लाइन कॉन्जुगेट करेंगे. इश डेंक अन, क्योंकि ये फ्रेज है, दिस इज फ्रेज. इस डेंक अन, बस. बाकी किसके बारे में सोच रहे हो? माइनर मुट्टी, वो आपको पता है, डी मुट्टी होता है, इतना आपको पता है. और आप लिखोगे माइनर मुट्टी. तो आपको पता है इश लिखना है, माइनर मुट्टी आपको पता है डेंकन अन. इश डेंक अन माइनर मुट्टी. क्लाउबन अन, तो इश क्लाउब अन गॉट. Glauben is to believe. Second is ich glaube an Gott. G-O-T-T. So this again is phrase. This is phrase, preposition phrase, because it is having preposition, fixed, feste prepositionen. Now again, leiden an. What is leiden? To suffer. कितना beautiful sentence है ये. Leiden an. For example, I'm suffering of, for example, what? Not I. It's not good to say always I. The man suffers with 9. The man is suffering of cancer. For example, it's bad sentence. We should not speak, but yes. इश नहीं लिखेंगे. अगेन dear man leidet an cancer is Krebs. Dear man leidet an Krebs, that means the man suffers from cancer. Leiden an. Schreiben. आप schreiben के लिए, I hope you have noted down all this. I'm going to erase them again and If you are opening the book side by side, I'm going to make the screen bigger so that I can write. Now, another sentence. Leidenen and schreiben. Ich schreibe an dich. I write. Ich schreibe an die Lehrerin. Ich schreibe, and this is dative. Es tut mir leid, guys. With the dative, you have to, die will become there. I'm so sorry. Die will become there. So, ich schreibe an der Lehrerin. Because an, this is preposition phrase, and dative will give der here because Lehrerin is die. Sich erinnern, to recall, to remember. Ich erinnere. Now what are sich? What are the verbs which have sich with them? These are the verbs which are known as reflexive verbs. They reflect back to the noun. Where S is written, that means, let us compare it with, I'm going back because this is something different. Here I have to touch that topic as well. Sich erinnern an, for example, I'm going to make it, for example, this one. Sich erinnern, sich gewöhnen, sich richten, sich wenden. What are they? They are reflexive verbs. Reflexive verb, if I compare with the English, that is, I do myself, you do yourself. What is happening here? This yourself and myself, they do, for example, themselves. You see, these are reflecting back to the subject. That is why these are reflexives in English. Similarly, we have reflexives in German also, but they are in a different way. How? Ich, for example, sich. How ich becomes mich, du becomes dich, sie, es becomes sich, du, ihr, es tut mir leid, ihr becomes euch, wir becomes uns, sie become sich. So whenever we use reflexive, if there is, es tut mir leid, ich muss hier ich schreiben. I must write it here. Okay. If I say ich, then these verbs will have mich with them. And just after the verb, the reflexive will be written. What are reflexives? These are reflexives. So I'm going to, please note it down, I'm going to make the sentences with these so that this topic becomes very easy for you and very, it goes deep down to your understanding, so that you may not need to cram this. When you know the meanings very well, it will be easy for you to understand. Now I'm going to make the sentences with the sich erinnern. Although this is not in this topic, Feste preposition, my purpose was to give you these rules, and my purpose was all these rules then all these I was planning to cram before you many times so that you may remember them, but I got encountered with these reflexives. I think I should give some sentences for the better understanding. Now let us make. For example, sich erinnern means This one I'm telling. Sich erinnern means to recall. I recall the days. Ich erinnere mich. Please see. Ich mich. Just after the verb I'm putting mich. Ich erinnere mich, and its fixed preposition is an. An. Meiner Kindheit. Now we must be knowing the article of the noun. This is line. This is D. D becomes der and mine becomes minor. Ich erinnere mich. What we are supposed to put here? Ich mich. I recall my Kindheit. Kindheit means childhood. Now, sich gewöhnen an. Sich gewöhnen an. That means habitual of. Gewöhnt sich an rauchen. Sich gewöhnen an. Gewöhnt will become sich. I gave you earlier. Becomes sich. Gewöhnt sich, and then preposition we know that is an, and es tut mir leid, I miss an rauchen. He got habitual of smoking. Then there says wenden similarly, and sterben an, stören an, teilnehmen an. We can make a lot of sentences like this. If we want to learn them, we should in one go. Guys, always remember, when you want to learn something, you must learn them very fast. Because when we learn fast, our mind perceives it faster, and so it is more easy to keep in mind. For example, I want my students to give the preposition before I end up with the verb, like denken an, glauben an, leiden an, schreiben an, sich erinnern an, sich gewöhnen an, sich richten an, sich wenden an, sterben an, stören an, teilnehmen an. Sterben an. Stirbt an Krebs. There is one more sentence, very good, I found it good. Stirbt an Krebs. Sterben got conjugated with so this is fixed preposition of this. This is the phrase, preposition phrase. He died of cancer. Stirbt an Herzinfarkt. Herzinfarkt bedeutet heart attack. Stirbt an was noch? Es gibt viele Krankheiten, wir können nennen, und wir können weiterdenken. Teilnehmen an. Now this is quite common sentence. Ich nehme. Teilnehmen is to take part, and it is breakable verb also, which is trennbar verb, that we will deal in the next chapter, which is trennbare, separable verbs and trennbare Verben. But right now I'm going to tell you how it is going to fixed going to be added with the verb, the fixed preposition. Ich nehme an. Ich nehme Cricket es tut mir leid, vielleicht das ist etwas anders. Ich nehme Ich nehme an, Fußball, Wettbewerb, Teil. Teilnehmen is a breakable verb where the preposition part goes to first part goes to the end and second part gets conjugated, and an is the, you can see here, an is the fixed preposition which is very much here. Ich nehme an Fußball Wettbewerb teil. I take part in the football world competition. So similarly, again I'm going to do today with the an. Denken an, glauben an, leiden an, schreiben an, sich erinnern an, sich gewöhnen an, sich richten an, sich wenden an, sterben an, stören an. Teilnehmen, stören is to disturb. Teilnehmen an. And if you do it one by one, then things will be very easy to do. So today we dealt with the an, preposition an. So next we will be dealing with the next video, all the preposition like auf, mit, für, bei, nach, über, von and so. We will continue this in our next video. Okay, so don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel for more German content, and also share this with your friends. Thank you for watching. Auf Wiedersehen. Tschüss. Ciao.